Hello, judges. My name is Vineet Krishna, and today I will be explaining you about what we have done so far for this Claude EtherFi hackathon. And before I go ahead and start with what we have actually done, first off, I would just like to introduce you to our team. My name is Vineet, and I have worked on the back end and mostly on the learning part. And then I have my other teammate Vinay, who has worked on the dashboard. We also have Kavya and Sharjun, who have worked on the content creation and what actually needs to be done in order to execute this project and fully on the research side. And apart from that, we also have Ashkin, who was providing us backup support if we actually needed something. So this is us, and I wouldn't waste any more time and just get straight into the project. So when we actually started off with this, we were just wondering, hey, how many people actually know about EtherFi? And we was just thinking, how about we create a platform that actually creates awareness among people so that we can bring more people into the Ethereum network and make EtherFi more diversifiable. So this was a thought process, and that's how we started with this. Now let's just get into the presentation and show what we have done. So yeah, as you could see, you will be here with the demo screen, which basically gives us an intro like, hey, what is this all about? What is EtherFi? What is Liquid Stack? And why even this demo? So that's why we got this previous slides, which explains to us about the basics about what this project is going to be about. It's going to be a learning experience for new users, and they're going to get a really good idea of what they're getting into. Now, when I skip this intro, as you could see on the side, we have our MetaMask ID that is attached over here, and we actually made sure that we are actually spending Ethereum tokens to actually execute this. And now, as you could see, we have a button over here called the Start Tutorial, which walks us step by step individually to what actually do in each of these web pages. So we are in EETH, and it's going to explain about how staking is done. And when I start this tutorial, it's going to explain to us in detail about what each step is about and what each of these bars mean. And now let's me not just waste time here. As you can see, we have this option called Start Tutorial, which actually helps us to understand, hey, what is this, even this page about? And it goes us into explaining each of these components over here, detail by detail. And as you could see from this design of this web page, we had made sure that whatever we are designing is actually the exact replica of how the original website looks like if we want to stake and unstake. And that's how this entire thing has been done. And this works perfectly as well. And now let me go to this portfolio page, and we have this understanding of like how the portfolio is designed. And hey, you know what's even crazy? We have this option on the side called as the badges earned. And as you just learn through this process and complete one by one, you kind of just get into one of these batches as a learning achievement. And this is a reminder for you to keep learning. Now, inside this portfolio as well, you have a start tutorial button, which actually explores you and helps you understand how this is done and what are the components inside this portfolio. And once you complete it, hey, congratulations, you have earned a new batch. Now, if you come to this advanced side, we also have some more explanations that's on the tutorial side. Sorry, we have some more explanations that is done on each of these components and how these work with an interactive demo, like how I showed previously. Um, for example, we can actually understand how each of these works with the tutorial, just as how we have done so far previously. But now I also have an option to test my knowledge, and here is the game changer. Once I have learned the step-by-step live demo tutorial of what we have done so far, I'm going to test my knowledge. And guess what? We have built an interactive learning system that is exactly inspired from Duolingo, which is proven to increase our ability to learn faster. And that's exactly what we want, and that's exactly what this platform deserves. And if you have to just take this one of these options and create one of these options and select them, boom, it's happy that you got it right. Let me just continue. I think there's some small error in the web page. Let me just rectify that. Boom, it's perfect now. So let's say if I want to stake and it's just asking me the right representation, boom, it even has an explanation why diamond is called staking and what is the relation between the two. Just an easy way for us to remember and understand. And this is how this entire learning platform works. But what if I tell you we got something even more to offer? And yes, we did not just do a learning platform, we actually built a live analytics portfolio as well. Now, inside this DeFi Analytics Hub, we have this option which actually gives us the day-to-day Ethereum prices. And based on the data that we got from DeFi Lemma, and if we actually have a user's data, we could link them and we could understand how much money we have and how much we could invest by seeing the day-to-day market changes around us. And we made sure we are actually implementing this with state-of-art dashboard designs. And this is what we have done so far within the 24 hours that has been given to us. And we are pretty proud of what we have done. And hopefully, this brings a bigger impact and business-wise attracts more potential customers into the Ethereum network so that we can expand, creating more scarcity and also more value for Ethereum at the same time.